What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I'm joined by Nano for something a little bit different. We're actually going to be doing a Dokkan battle discussion, which we don't often do, and I want to do more of these every now and then. I mentioned it before, and then also one of my past Super Sandwich Saturdays, which are basically my P.O. Box openings I do every single Saturday, someone mentioned that, actually a couple times, that they want to see more discussions, especially around Dokkan. So here we go. We actually got a pretty fun one today, and it's going to be top 5 units that you want to see get introduced in the game. Now, the way this is going to work is this is going to be a 2-part video. In the description below, you can go to Nano's channel for part 2, which is going to have 5 more units. So basically, you get top 10 units, but just 5 here, 5 over there. If you watch both, it's top 10. If you just watch one or the other, well, then it's just 5 units. Before we start, we want to hear suggestions and ideas of yourself that you can come up with. So in the comment section below, let us know what some of the units that you want to see and what their potential passes are, leads, and stuff like that. Now, don't break them. Don't say, oh yeah, I want Gogeta here with top with like plus 20 key and like ability to, no. You gotta actually think about, would this break the game? So have fun with it, be a little creative, and then I guess figure out what you want to see in the game, and then we can all discuss and see what everybody else says. Without further ado, that was a really long intro.
I was gonna
Nano,
say,
are you ready?
You know what I feel like right now? You know when you're in a not that I've been in any rap battles, but you know when you're in a rap battle and like you've got the one guy that's spitting and then you got the guy in the back that's
right.
like, yeah, what? Like anytime you're saying something, I was pointing like down to the comments, I was pointing like down to the description, I was like pointing to the camera.
Hype
I'm
man.
I'm the hype man right now of this.
Right. Well, the way this is also going to work is I have my 5. I have not told Nano what those 5 are yet, so I'm going to reveal to him for the first time as well as the passives, and then he has his 5 that he's going to reveal to me as well on his channel. But Nano, you ready for this? Now, by the way, these are not ranked in order. They're just 5 units. They're not like, you know, one over the other. It's just 5 units I came up with, and here we go. All right, Nano, you ready for my first one?
Let's hear it.
Okay.
Never mind.
My first one, and again, not top 5, just 5 units. My first one, because this one really hurt me, is I want a brand new hit. Now,
everyone was shocked. Everyone was shocked. Did Ryan say a new hit? What is this?
Yeah, yeah. Now, for this, what I'm not going to get into is I'm not going to talk about links. I'm not going to talk about types or any of that, just because I don't want this video to be like 3 years long. I want to just get into the basics. So the character, and then like the passive is kind of what I want to stick to. And if you want to be simple with that, then feel free to do the same as well. But if you want to get really in depth, what your units would do, then feel free to do so. But you ready? Do you want to see what my hit does, Nano?
Let's hear it. What are we looking at?
50% chance to dodge attacks. Woo! Woo! Now you're thinking, well, wait a minute, why? Well, his unit in the game. If you remember when he fought Goku in Dragon Ball Super episode, I think 71 was it, or 61, one of those. When he was fighting Goku, he had that ability to create that special like little space where he was able to go to and dodge all of Goku's attacks. Now, if he was 100%, obviously that'd be kind of overpowered. But the way it works is basically it's like a dodge ability. You know how you have that dodge ability you can get in the orb system? Yeah. It's like that. So when an opponent attacks, let's say you get attacked, you know, 4 times, and he throw hits to kind of take that hit for you, he won't take the hit, ironically. He has a chance to dodge. Now, I said 50%, just so it's a little balanced. I mean, obviously, if I can get 100%, I would go for that, but that would be kind of broken. You can literally just put basically, you know, tank anything. It doesn't counter. It's just basically dodge. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, and 2, so dodge is one of the attributes in the dupe system, potential system, whatever you guys want to call it, that can go up 15%. So you actually could get him to 65% based on that passive.
Yeah,
which
well,
is still...
it would be a separate ability basically. You have the dodge ability, and then you have like his actual dodge, basically the Phantom.
I see.
Phantom Fist.
Okay, so there's gonna be 15% to get an orb system dupe, or I can't. Apparently, I just want to say dupe now. 15% to get an orb system dodge, and then 50% to get a hit dodge.
Yes. Gotcha. So either he's going to you know, get that if you invest in that. I personally never invest in dodge. I feel like I should, but I usually always go for crits and additional attacks. But like hit is there to like, he's gonna hit pretty hard. We could probably give another passive that increases his damage by like 100% or something. But like I want hit to be more of a defender as opposed to a hard hitter, because he's not powerful. He's just the type of character that hits you so hard over time that it, you know, causes you to lose. So that's why I kind of figured, yeah.
So do you see that? So you see this? So you don't see this as a lead. This isn't like.
No, support. Definitely support.
Yeah. Okay. So this is running alongside. This is probably one of your main units in rotation. This isn't going to be in a third slot because you're going to do. Okay.
Yeah, and just to throw
do damage.
Just to throw a bonus in there, when he does a super attack, he does have a chance to stun as well, just like his other version.
Yeah.
And also, if we ever got that card, I would not mind if the original hit gets a Dokkan Awakening or Rebirth as well. But that's my first one. You ready for my second one?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Look, man, I'm biased. I need this to happen. I love my Beerus. I need another Beerus card. Now, here's the ability I came up for him. So Beerus is a god, right? He can basically tank any attack that's thrown at him. He's just that powerful. So when I came up with him, he has 2 special abilities. The first one, when he does a super attack, he has a 10% chance to Hakai. When he Hakais, he adds 200% to the actual attack increase. So like, either he's going to do his regular attack, which would be like Sphere of Destruction, or maybe even the Headshot Flick, or if he gets a 10%, then he gets like a massive boost and does a lot more damage. Now what his passive is, he tanks super attacks 100%. It's not a counter, well technically it's kind of like a counter, but basically if you predict when your opponent does a super attack and you have Beerus there, he's going to basically take that attack and do no damage. And when he does do his super attack as well, he gets a 120% boost. That way he's got to be a hard hitter. You can't have a Beerus unit that doesn't hit hard, which is kind of what sucks about the current Beerus. I mean, technically they're okay, but they're not as what God should operate on that level. So Beerus, again, I have no type for him. You can probably count them as like a god lead, maybe like I want to say I don't know, super AGL, not super AGL because we already have that. Maybe super Fizz. I don't know. We'll figure out the lead stuff later. But when he does super attacks, or I guess not super attacks, when he attacks period, he has a 120% increase to his attack. And if he gets super and you predict it right, he will tank the attack 100% and basically protect you from it. What do you think about that?
That's actually okay. So that's pretty legit. Another thing too, now that you said that, right? You said AGL.
Yeah.
The other thing too that we got to think about, which is kind of crazy, but eventually there's gonna be something better than even the 120 leads, which is kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah, eventually.
So
that's why I don't like the Neo God name, because like we can't. What's going to be next? Are we gonna call Super Neo God, Super Neo God, Super Neo? That's why I refer to them as God units. And when like previous God units get demoted, they're just like demigods or something. I don't know.
No.
But yeah, one day we'll get like even higher than what we got right now.
But yeah, no, that's actually pretty. I mean, that would actually be pretty cool though. The Hakai thing would be a really unique thing for him. But yeah, no, his links aren't very good right now in STR and Tech, and so it just doesn't make him even remotely optimal to run on either one of those
Fury
teams.
mode is cool,
it is,
but it only works once.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like, okay. So again, Beerus needs to hit hard. He needs to hit hard, and he needs to be an actual god. So it's like, again, I like the idea that he'll tank. Basically, it's like the counter that Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta have, but he doesn't actually do damage. He just basically absorbs the attack like, psh, that's nothing, and then you do your super attack, and then you like body.
It's almost like a Fizz cooler.
So, yeah. in a way, but I'm talking about it does zero damage.
No, I feel you. I
Yeah.
just want to make a joke.
For my third one, and I'm a little biased again, but I want to see this happen. Now, my third one is definitely not going to be like a god lead. It's definitely more of a support unit, similar to like what we saw with Physical Gohan that was released a couple weeks ago, or Physical Buu. The Xenoverse 2 Time Patroller, or you can even call it a Xenoverse 1 Time Patroller with the red hair. Just a Time Patroller. Maybe we can have like a Xenoverse banner again. And what he would do is, and again, I don't have the specifics of what types he supports, but I have +3 key to super types when he's on the field. So basically like kind of like Super Buu and Gohan. And one time, when your health drops below 10%, he heals you 100% like Whis, just one time. And the reason why I decided to do this is because he's a Time Patroller. If he screws up, he just goes back in time and redoes it. Redoes that mission again.
Dude, wow, you're getting very creative with these. Can I just say that?
Just one. He's AGL Whis, but he can only do it once. So it's like he supports your super units and then he heals you if you really need it. So, what do you think about that?
That is actually pretty legit. I wonder why they've not put that in the game yet. That would have been.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm sending this video to Bandai Japan. I mean, they're not gonna take any of this, but at least show like what we're thinking about. All right. Before this video ends up being way too long, my next one is gonna go off the whole Xenoverse idea, and this is something that we expected to happen at this point, but hasn't happened yet. I need Super Mirror to be in the game. Super Mirror is the badass version of Mirror. I'm making you see it on the side of my screen. Is the badass version of Mirror that was revealed in Dragon Ball Heroes. It's basically like the next level of Mirror. He's super powerful. And for this one, because he's like a powerful, crazy strong warrior, again, I don't have the leader abilities, but he could probably be a god lead for extreme types. What I want for him is, I'm gonna keep it simple. 120% attack and defense boost, and that's it. So basically, he's just a hard hitter. He can also tank as well. He's kind of like a balanced warrior. And again, he's meant to go with some kind of physical cards, well, not physical cards, but extreme cards.
It's funny you're saying that. I was thinking Fizz, but maybe that's because Mira is Fizz.
Well, I don't think Fizz would be a good idea because they'll be too powerful with like cooler in them. But maybe like, I don't know, Tech probably needs something like that. I could see that. But if we do get Super Mirror, I wouldn't mind if the other Mirror gets a Dokkan Awakening or Rebirth as well.
I was hoping that was going to happen with with Bardock. I was really hoping it was, but that's actually that's a very cool card in this game for sure.
Now my last one is my most creative one by far, and it's actually, you know, you probably saw it in the thumbnail. I want what if characters, and the first what if character that came to mind is Super Buu Black Absorbed. Now, if you guys remember in Budokai 2, they introduced what if fusions or absorptions, where Super Buu would absorb Frieza, he would absorb Cell, he would absorb like Tien and characters like that. Was Tien one? I don't remember. Basically, he would absorb characters and create brand new absorption, like what if fusions type of things in that game. And I thought it was awesome. I would not mind if Bandai did that again in Dokkan. And like, I figured I mixed two of my favorite characters. You got Super Buu, well, not my favorite characters, but like one of my more enjoyable characters to use. You got Super Buu and Goku Black. And what he would do is, check this out. Every time he does a super attack, he heals your HP for 10%, and he actually I did not even. I just realized I didn't finish my passive. So he heals, he heals your HP by 10%, and he gets a 100% boost on a super attack when he does it. And with a card that powerful, I'll probably make him as a new god lead or something. But basically, what he does is he heals and hits hard, and he has the equivalent links of like Goku Black and maybe Buhan.
Tien
as far
was
as
one of
what type,
by the way. I was checking that.
He was. Okay, good. Just making sure. Yeah. As far as what type, again, I don't really know. We can figure it out later. I'm just kind of tossing out ideas that I want to see. Just basically what if characters. So what do you think about that?
Dude, I actually like that one a lot. I do.
It'd be dope. I mean, just look at the thumbnail. Yo, big shout to Nort. Nort is a god with thumbnails,
really
and he actually made that. He made that for me for this video, so it's really cool. Now, before we get into your list, I have one more bonus one, and this is kind of a fun one. I tweeted about this actually. You ready for this one, Nano? I think you might really like this one. Manaka. What? Manaka? Why Manaka? All right, now listen. This Manaka is a fun unit. He has. We can figure out his defense. His attack is basically 1. He has no attack. When he does regular attacks on you, he does 10 damage. No matter how much ki he gets. Oh, if he gets a super attack, it's different. No matter how much boost he gets, every time he attacks, he does only 10 damage. However, here's the kicker. Not to kind of balance it out, he's not going to have any key links. He's going to basically have to rely on getting key from the leader, and then getting key maybe from getting those keyboards when you're on the board, or getting key from, like, I don't know, maybe some kind of passive or something. But he has no key links, like, like shock and speed and stuff like that to balance it out. His super attack, he freezes up and Beerus jumps in with the Sphere of Destruction. And when he does his super attack, he gets plus 250,000 attack. So basically what's going to happen is, if you have a maxed out like SA10, every time you do a super attack with him, he'll do like maybe like 1 million or something. Now remember, the kicker here is he has very low defense and very low attack. You can't do regular attacks with him. But if you do pull off a super attack, he's always going to do like roughly like between, I don't know, 700,000 to 1 million if it's maxed out. Just because, remember, he freezes up and then Beerus jumps in with the Manaka outfit and then throws a Sphere of Destruction. I think this would be a funny card.
This is
just like a little bonus.
This is what needs to happen in 2 days.
That would be cool. I mean, we're getting Hercule for the April Fools, whatever. I mean, I wouldn't consider this an April Fool's card. It could be like a fun unit. I mean, okay, look. Before people say, oh, that's overpowered, it doesn't necessarily have to be 250,000. Just some kind of static number, because remember, he has basically 1 attack. So when his passive kicks in, he'll get the attack boost, and then he'll get the boost he gets from like being like a supreme attack, or the supreme, not supreme, or extreme, or whatever modifier he gets. Basically, the point is he does 0 damage. Yeah, he does 0 damage. Catastrophic. Wow. He does 0 damage, but when you do a super attack, it's actually Beerus basically who jumps in for you and does the attack. But the balance here is he has really awful links. He's going to be hurting for ki most of the time, and he can't really tank attacks. So it's kind of like how, this is a little bonus. So yeah. What do you think about that? That one's
pretty legit. These are all very creative.
Well, if you guys enjoyed my list as well, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you want to see more videos like this, then leave a like rating below as well. But we're about to go to Nano's channel and do the exact same thing with his top 5 units. So if you want to see more cards that we've come up with, then go over there in the description below. Check out that video. And again, if you want to see more discussions like this, you can suggest us topics or your own thoughts on what we came up with down below. Nano, are you ready for part 2?
I am. It's gonna be lit.
All right. This is a lot. This is actually a lot of fun.
It actually is.
We'll see you guys in the comment section below, as well as part 2. Peace.